Let's talk about Selina Kyle and how she works in my DC cinematic universe. Selina Kyle is the bastard daughter of Carmine Falcone. Carmine had her mother killed for even daring to try and claim that Selina was his daughter, and Selina was thusly thrown into a Gotham City orphanage, where she would meet a little girl and they would become sisters. That little girl being Holly Robinson. But Holly would later develop cancer, and her treatment would cost more than the orphanage could possibly afford. And so a young Selina Kyle, just in her early 20s, takes up burglary. She does this for years and she gets really good, and eventually she hits a big score. But when she gets out of that building, she is descended upon by the League of Shadows. You see, the building that she broke into was owned by Talia al Ghul. But Talia isn't there for revenge. Talia is there for a job opportunity. Selina managed to not only get in to a League of Shadows controlled vault, but get out with the thing she wanted. That is incredibly impressive. So Talia offers Selina a choice. Die, or join the League of Shadows, and the League will pay for any expenses Holly Robinson could ever need. And so Selina Kyle is flown off to the headquarters of the League of Shadows. When she's there, she rises through the ranks and becomes one of Talia's elite guard. And so she gets to pick her own mantle. And she chooses the mantle of the cat. And while she's there training, a man catches her eye. A man in the opposite class. The man who chose the mantle of the bat. She makes eyes at him from afar, but knows not to go near him because Talia seems especially interested in that man. So Selina takes a step back. And later, after graduating as a full-fledged member of the League of Shadows, now back in Gotham City, operating fully as the Catwoman, she steals and seduces whoever the League tells her to. But eventually she notices someone, a man dressed in a bat costume fighting crime. She realizes that is Bruce Wayne, and that was the Batman from the League that she'd met. And so Selina initiates their game of cat and mouse. But eventually over the years, they do eventually wear each other down, and they both genuinely fall in love. Selina and Bruce maintain a will they, won't they type relationship, with the main line being that she works for the League of Shadows and she doesn't want to leave it because she needs to take care of Holly. And eventually Bruce's morality would win her over. You see, she was never really a killer. She's done it a couple times, just like she has in the comics, but she never particularly liked it. And that's why the League had her acting as a seductress and a thief. They knew that her heart wasn't really in it, but her skill set was so valuable to them, they decided, why waste this thing? Why burn her out? Let's use her for the stuff that she's totally okay doing. And unfortunately for the League, it is exactly this relationship with Batman that gets Catwoman to leave the League, and the League can't retaliate. Eventually, they realize that Bruce Wayne does care about Selina Kyle so much that if she quits, which the penalty should be death, if they killed her, Bruce would destroy them, and he is fully capable of doing so. Eventually, she would meet the young Dick Grayson. She becomes sort of like your dad's really cool girlfriend sort of deal, you know? It's like she becomes like the really, really awesome stepmom. And so she and Dick Grayson have a good relationship, and then eventually when Bruce adopts Tim and Jason, she develops good relationships with them, and Tim especially definitely views her as like a mother figure in his life. She's kind of the BatFam mom in my universe. She has a great relationship with all three of the boys, and if Bruce Wayne would just get over himself and allow himself to be happy and fucking ask her to marry him, she fucking would. But because Bruce is a self-sabotaging dick, it takes a while. Don't worry, they're gonna get there, but it's gonna take a while. And that is my Selina Kyle and my DC cinematic universe. A little bonus for you guys. Yes, as I mentioned earlier in my video this week, one of Lex Luthor's biggest, most evil things he does is he cures cancer. Holly gets cured. She'll be fine. She doesn't become a superhero after that because she's like about 40 at that point. So like a little late to start training to be a superhero. But hey, she gets cured. She's fine. She's gonna be okay.